Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Tuesday, March 26th of 2024. I'm in my kitchen, so today I'm going to do my major kitchen clean. I'm going to start with my oven. So I've got my easy off. I'm going to just spray it in here. My oven's not that bad, but I think it can just do with another good little bit more cleaning. Now the racks are fine, so I don't need to clean them, but it's just the bottom where food and stuff drips and spills. So I'm not going to do my whole oven. I just want to concentrate just on the bottom here. So that's all I'm going to spray is just in there and on this glass door here. So that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing the sides or the roof. I just want to get the door here where stuff had drips. Like when I pull the racks out, then stuff drips onto the door, and then just the bottom also. So again, I didn't need to do a big clean in my oven today. I just want to do a quick little clean. The racks are actually clean. I mean, I can just go over them with a soapy rag. I think that's all I'll end up doing with them. Just move them here so they don't fall off the counter and make a big crash. I've done that before. So I'm going to actually work on the cupboards. It's been a while since I've cleaned the outside of the cupboards, and food and stuff has dripped on them. Now I use this to clean my outside of my cupboards. My cupboards are the same ones in my kitchen, laundry room, and the bathrooms. And so for this type of stuff, I found this bathroom foam cleaner worked good to clean the cabinets in the bathroom and the laundry room. So now I use it in my kitchen. Lysol used to have one that was for kitchen, and it's been quite a few years, and I was kind of disappointed when they no longer made it. But they still make the bathroom spray. So I'm not doing that one. That one's a little bit different. But I just want to spray the outside of these doors. I'm just getting a little coat of spray like this. And then I'm just going to grab my microfiber cloth and just wipe them down. So I'm just going to put my camera on the tripod and I'll just be right back. Yeah, I also put my rubber gloves on. So this is just this microfiber cloth. And all I'm going to do is just wipe the cupboards off and they will be done. It doesn't take long to do this, except when the cloth just doesn't want to stay folded neatly. It's hard to fold this cloth with these rubber gloves. And then I also open the cupboards and just do a round there. So I'm just going to get all these cupboards that I had sprayed, just get them wiped off. Of course, these ones here I have to work more on because we prepare the food on this counter and it always drips down here, which is actually what I noticed the other day. I had made spaghetti last week, and yesterday when I was vacuuming, I noticed I had spilt down the cupboard and I didn't clean it. thought I did, but I missed some of the spaghetti sauce. There's something green dripped down this cupboard. And there's still more spaghetti sauce on the bottom of that cupboard here. Just doesn't want to come off. It's kind of between the doors here. So I've got all the lower cabinets done on this side of my kitchen. So now I'm just going to do the rest of the lower cabinets on this side of the island and that little other smaller counter and this other longer counter. So I'll be back when I get, oh, my cat just attacked me. I'll be right back when I get all the rest of these lower cabinets wiped down. Right, so I got all the cabinets on the island and the other small cupboard done. So now I'm going to do this one. Now these also have these other boards, like the chair sits here, so I've got other parts here and underneath. So I'm just going to do the same thing, just spray the doors and then the wall parts as well. And just I always find this drawer here gets really sticky. I don't know why. Maybe it's because my coffee is there. That's probably why this one's always sticky. And I'm just concentrating on the lower cabinets today. I don't think the upper cabinets need to be done today. I did them a couple weeks ago, but it's the lower cabinets I always find just, food spills down off the counters. And sometimes, like I said, don't always notice when you spill the food. And same with under this side of my island, right where the bench is. My animals rub against this one. They also rub against that other one under the coffee pot where they come around the kitchen. And then this one here, like our feet, you sit at the island, the feet touches this. And I've got an outlet here, so I have to be careful I don't want to spray this stuff in the outlet. I don't want to touch the outlet. And this little support bar beam thing here, wipe it off. I'm gonna get around the outlet. Because I don't like to, I don't know, I'm very cautious when cleaning around outlets. I have been shocked badly a few times in my life, so I'm just extra careful around certain things. That one's done, and then the other side of the island, over here, where our kitchen tools hang. I'm just gonna take these off. So these shelves need to be wiped in and wiped down for a while. So now there's this, or these hooks. Now, when these hooks were initially put on here by my husband, it's just a piece of decorative wall trim, and we put some hooks here, 6 hooks. So my kids would use these first 4 were for them to hang their lunch kits, and then I use these 2 for the pot holders. But as kids stopped taking lunch or using lunch kits, it kind of, I really liked it, so it kind of just evolved. So now we just hang, pot holders, and then the other tools. I just want to change the order of these. Do this. I just want to change the order of how these are hung up here. Because these metal tools are scraping on. So this is pizza. This one here, my husband uses these outside on the barbecue, but they just kind of found their way just to stay in the kitchen like that. I think that will help protect this from getting scratched with these ones, because I used to have it that way, and then you take the pot holders down, they get used, they have to get washed, and then everything kind of gets moved around. That's one thing when you're cleaning, you can put things back where you think they should go or where they work best. So I've got my lower cabinets done. Now I'm gonna do my counters. Just gonna take these off. Just a little too tight. These ones are the small. I like the medium ones. These ones are small. They're a little tight. I think I might go and grab a larger pair when I clean the oven. I'll set those there for a second. So I'm gonna now clean off my cook stove, and inside my microwave, I forgot to grab my little Screaming Mama, so I'll be back in 1 second. I also just cleared off my island, the small counter, and the counter by the sink, and got everything over on the counter by my coffee maker. So I can do my counters, my cook stove, and my microwave all at one time. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Cerambrite, and I'm going to put it on my cook stove here. I'm going to avoid this here, so as soon as I hit the control panel, it always beeps. I don't need a lot, but it's been a while since it was cleaned. I'm just going to put some on here. And I've got, this is a special cook stove scouring pad. I buy these from Canadian Tire, packs of 3, just under $4. Just gonna give it a good circular motion here, just kind of get it in here. And now I'm gonna fill up my little Screaming Mama microwave cleaner, and of course I hit something. Wait, some of the Cerambrite off. So a little Screaming Mama here. She's got a vinegar line and a water line. So we're just gonna pour in my vinegar to that vinegar line. And the water to the water line. And then just kind of put her all back together. And she goes in the microwave for 5 minutes. I don't really know how dirty my microwave is. It doesn't look that bad. But this gets anything that's greasy or anything that's on the sides or up on the top that you don't see. I'm setting it for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna now just work on my countertops, and then I'll go back to the cook stove and the microwave. So to do my counters, they're marble, so I use the Zep Marble Granite and Quartz Cleaner. Just give it a good spray. Clog. A little bit better. I might as well spray this small little counter over here too. And then I've got a microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to polish this up. needs to get redone. My husband will do that one when he gets around to it. There's a bathroom and the kitchen have areas where they need to be recaulked. I can do it, but I'm gonna let my husband try it first, do it first, and then we'll see how good of a job he does. So he does a pretty good job on some things, but there's a few times when I have to go over. We did stuff in the shower, and he put up 2 corner shower shelves for like soap and stuff, and I put up one. I put my one up and it stayed up. He actually had to work on his for like a week or so, and then one of them actually slid a little bit. The one I put up is still up there and hasn't had any problem. Same with, I've done some other caulking at the other house too, and I did some actually tiling with grout and everything, so it was fun to do. This polished. Just gonna keep going over this until this is all polished. Rinse my cloth out with this little stirring pad. Just go. Over this wet scouring pad. And I also, this cook stove is actually just above the counter, so I do try to get the scouring pad just under here as well, so I can clean any food that drips just under the edge of the counter and the cook stove. And I'm just going to grab another clean microfiber cloth and I'm just going to go over this. Cook stove is done. This out of my way. And now I just got to do my island here with the Zep Marble Granite and Quartz Cleaner. Come on, you gotta go down. He wouldn't move when I tried to push him off, but he'll run away with the sound of that the spray bottle makes. knock my tripod over. This side of the counter. And I really got to get under this lip part. Sometimes I forget to do that when I'm wiping the counters. And other people around here do that too. They forget that the counter curves and it goes underneath. So we've got from here down here, and there's about that much of a granite that goes underneath before we hit the plywood. Or before it hits, like, you know, the tops of the drawers, and there's something stuck there, but now whatever that was just came off. So that's done. Now I just have to wipe out the inside of my microwave. Take her out, I'm just using this cloth because she will be very hot. This is very hot as well. I'm just going to use this microfiber cloth here today and just wipe this all out. Microwave is done. Just gonna go over this just to make sure. I see a lot of moisture that I kind of just missed. Just want to make sure we get all that wiped out. Now I know if you didn't have like the Screaming Mama, I got that at a I don't know if it was at the dollar store or the liquidation store, under $5. But I do know if you just put in a little glass dish with water and vinegar and maybe a little bit of lemon juice, it does the same thing. Now I don't know what the temperature, I don't know what the time would be if you're using a glass dish, but I've tried that with the glass dish and it does work. And then when I found this little Screaming Mama tool, I'm like, no, I like her. She works really good because I can get other stuff done while the inside of the microwave is being done. So now I just have to put everything from that one counter back on all the other counters. There is something here, fingerprints of food. I know, I just have to. Yeah, so I just have to put stuff back on the counter and do the other counter by the coffee maker. So I'm just going to put those things back, do that one just clean that counter off by the coffee maker, and then I'll be back to wash out the stove. Okay, so I've got the other counter wiped off and all my stuff from the counters put back in place. So now I'm going to finish cleaning out my oven. It wasn't really dirty, but I just want to concentrate on where food had spilt most recently. putting my gloves back on. And I'm going to use the rags that I was already using in my kitchen to clean earlier today. So I just got a ice cream bucket here full of just some warm water to have my rags soaking in. I'm just going to wipe this down. Because it's not that dirty, I mean, sometimes if you want to do this, you can do the fast clean with the Easy Off, or you preheat the oven. I think it's like 230 or 280, something like that, and I'd have to reread the bottle. I've only done, my oven does have a self-cleaning. I've only used it, I think twice when we first moved in, and I don't think it's safe. And then we even had an electrician come to do something with our stove, and he said that he does not recommend anybody use the self-clean on an oven, especially when it's a built-in. He said the temperature in the oven gets hotter than what your temperature gauge can go to. And I told him, I said, well, the first time I used it didn't seem to have any problem, but I said, I know the second time I used it, because it will lock the door until it's cooled down, and it took a week for it to cool down where the oven itself unlocked out of that cycle, and the doors were so hot. And I had little kids. When we first moved in, my youngest was only 3. So my kids are between the ages of 3 and 9. And that scared me. Just knowing that the stove got to like such a high temperature that it locked me out of it until it cooled down, and it was a good week before I could, before it unlocked and got out of that self-clean cycle. I also don't really like to use the Easy Off. Usually when I clean this, I like to clean more with like vinegar and baking soda and stuff, but because we are selling, I am trying to get more of this burnt on stuff off. So I am using the Easy Off, just so I think it might help get more of the greasy stuff off. So I'm just going to continue to rinse this out until my water here, I've only rinsed out, first time rinsing it out, the water looks like that. So I keep rinsing until my water is clear. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to scrub this. Rinse this out. But it is now just about almost 10:15. So I will be back when I get my oven fully rinsed out. So I've got the inside of my oven cleaned out. I just got a paper towel here just to kind of get some of the moisture, whatever water stuff stuck in the corners here. Just trying to make sure it's all dry. And every time I clean my oven, I'm getting more and more of the burnt stuff off, which is good. So my inside of my oven is done. Obviously I've got to mop my floor, but I just have the racks that go in my oven. I just have to wipe them off, and they are still in my laundry room, so I'll be back as soon as I bring them out. I've got a couple more of these Mr. Clean Magic Eraser sheets left, so I think I'm going to use, I've got 2 left. So I'm going to use these 2 to clean the racks. They're not like they're dirty. I mean, my racks, if I spill food, I try to wipe them off right away. But other people, you know, spill food. So I'm just gonna quickly just go over the racks. I'm not somebody who uses these one-time use products. I don't like this type of stuff that just kind of falls apart while you're using it. I like to be able to reuse like cleaning cloths multiple times. Food spilt down here, you can see. But is it just with how fast you just kind of disappear? I do not like these magic eraser things. I don't know. I see. I know I did not go to the store and buy these. I'm guessing I bought something. Like sometimes I buy like at the secondhand stores or yard sales, and they'll put stuff in like bags, or it'll be like in a free. I mean, I probably got some cleaning products I do get free at garage sales. Great way if you don't buy a lot of cleaners, but you want to test something out, or you don't need it, but you can find partially used products at yard sales or secondhand stores. It's the only thing. Or maybe these were samples in the mail, because I do occasionally get, you know, free samples in the mail of different things. I'm just going to put my racks back in the oven. I'm going to dry them off and put them back in the oven. I'm going to wipe down my counter here in my cupboard that I just spilt with this grease. And I'm going to get my mop and bucket, and I'm going to mop my floor. So I'll be back when I start to mop my floor. So I decided to use my Bissell steam clean for my floors, so just plug that in. I'm just waiting for it to heat up. In the meantime, I'm going to go over my stainless steel with the Weiman stainless steel wipes. I don't like these. I did buy them to test them out, and Again, they're like a one-time product. I prefer the spray, and then I can use just a wipe, you know, a reusable cloth. I don't know how many towels you get in here. Well, you get 30. So 30 usage. I've had this for quite a few years. I don't know how many there are left in here, but I find they're kind of dry, so I just wring it under a little bit of water just to make it a little damp. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I just find it just makes it a little bit easier. I know, my stove's gonna beep at me. I just find it makes it a little bit easier to wipe the stainless steel off if it's a little damp. Again, when cleaning my house, I know what I like to use for products, and so I know when we move, I've got a lot of stuff I'm not going to be using anymore, and I actually want to go more into like not quite making my own cleaners, but almost. I like some of the more natural products. But I just have to say, in a house this big, some of the natural products were just not worth the price. And then also kids using them. You know, sometimes they just use more than they need to use. There's just a lot of stuff just stuck right under this handle here. There. Same with the fridge. Quickly wipe off my fridge. Okay, so the fridge is done. So now I'm just going to grab my mop here, my steam mop, and just go over the floor. I like this because then there's like no mess. Have to wait for anything to dry. Camera's tipping, okay. So I'm just gonna continue doing my whole kitchen floor here with the my little Bissell steam mop, and I'll be back when I get that finished. So I've got my whole floor done. My counters are done. The lower cabinets have been done. The outside of my appliances have been done. I have done, inside my microwave and inside my oven. Like I said, every time I clean this lately, it's just getting better and better. So my kitchen is done. It is now just after 11. So about 2 hours of clean. Yeah, so it's taken me about a good 2 hours to clean my kitchen today. I also did go over the floor in my dining room, just around and under the table. So that just kind of added a few extra minutes, but I just thought I might as well just do that. And then, yeah, I guess I've done. My animals are telling me that it's time for lunch because they had breakfast just about 8 o'clock. So now they're telling me they're ready to eat. So they've been following me around the kitchen because I was, moving their dishes and stuff around while I was mopping and stuff. So I guess I'll go get them their lunch. My one kitty here. Let's do this. So this is Davy, and the other kitty, she's Ninja. They're just meowing and waiting for lunch. So I'm going to end here. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next ones. Bye.